Hello and welcome back to more Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, where in last episode we finished up the team path, or at least as much of the team path as we could do before we headed into Atlantis, because the Atlantis section of the game is going to be the same across all three paths, but the roads you take to get there will be different across the team path, the Wits Path, and the Fist path. So as I mentioned previously, we're going to do all three paths, then we're going to tackle Atlantis. So we finished up that in the last episode, and now I've reloaded the save that I made where we're about to make our major decision as to which path we take. We first tackled the team path, and now this time we're going to be tackling the Wits Path. And so to do that, oh actually, one more thing I want to say. But with that in mind, I am not going to assume that you have watched my videos on the team path. I'm going to assume, for the sake of the walkthrough, that you completely ignored those videos and are just here for the Wits Path, because I do not want to rely on any knowledge or anything I spoke about in the team path. So if I mentioned a gameplay trick or an answer to a puzzle that might be the same across both paths, I'm not going to assume you remember that. I'm going to assume you did not watch that video and you only watched the Wits Path videos. So don't worry, I won't worry about. I'm not gonna not mention something just because I mentioned it in the team path video. So now that I have that in mind, let's say that I would rather think my way through.
I'd rather think my way through.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I'm sure. I like to think.
Okay, if that's how you feel, you're on your own. Good luck.
Take care of yourself, and don't talk to any strange Nazis.
So long, Indy.
It's sad that Sophia doesn't get to come with us. The team path has always been my favorite. Just because I like the group dynamic they have. But anyway, regardless, we're on the Wits Path now, and so now the first thing we're going to want to do is head to Monte Carlo. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to talk to this guy right here in the brown suit. Well, he just left. Let's wait for him to come back. Talk to him.
Just a moment, please.
Are you Alan Trottier?
Are you Alan Trottier? Oh, perhaps. Who's asking?
Tell him that you are Dr. Indiana Jones.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones of Barnett College. Jones. I believe I've heard of you. Yes, of course, the famous archaeologist.
Nope, just a simple professor.
Actually, I'm just a simple professor. Oh, leave the modesty to me, sir. Alain Trottier. Amateur scholar, part-time poet, professional dreamer.
So, what can you tell me about Atlantis?
What can you tell me about Atlantis? Oh, that depends. To prove you're worth dealing with, answer me this. When were the many freaks of nature created?
Okay, so there are 4 possible questions that he can ask you here. The first possible question is, what was Plato's great error? The answer to that question would be an error of translation. The second possible question is, why did the Atlanteans build their huge colossus? And the answer would be to make themselves like gods. The third possible question is, of what material did the Atlanteans carve devices to search for orichalcum? I think I pronounced that correctly, I'm not entirely sure. And the answer to that would be amber. And the final question he can ask, which is the one that we got here, is when were the many freaks of nature created? And the answer is when the celestial spheres were well aligned.
When the celestial spheres were well aligned. Yes, excellent. Obviously, you know Plato's lost dialogue well. Personally, I doubt I can help you, but my name is recognized among dealers in antiquity. Maybe my business card will be of some use to you. Feel free to look me up whenever you're in town. And now, au revoir.
Well, that's it. Yep. I know I said I wasn't going to reference the team path, but I'm going to reference it really, really briefly. Much quicker than what we played through in the team path. So just, there's no seance we have to go through or anything. You just walk up to him, talk to him, get the information you need, answer the question to get the information you need, and that's it. So now we can just walk on over to the taxi and return to the airport.
Driver to the airport.
And that will be it for this episode. And you think, well, this episode was super short, why don't you just go to Algiers now? Because the next section in Algiers is long. really long, and I want to say that for its own video. So, as much as I want to go there now and make it a part of this episode, trust me when I tell you, it's quite a long. It'll be quite a long episode if we do them both in one. So I'm just gonna cut this episode off now, and then we will return to Algiers, or we will go to Algiers in the next episode. So that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Goodbye.